Well, I come up here to make a video about my hauling stuff. I had these where I used to have the mill, and I threw them down, and I dropped them like that and pulled my hand out, but apparently I dropped them too far. Them buggers are sharp now. But anyways, let's get on with the video. Watch the blades, very sharp. Well, I pulled the mill and everything out. I'm gonna hook up in the morning to tow this thing down to the job site. And we also loaded the trailer up with the edger, sawhorses, roller beds, all that. This is more stuff I gotta take. Gotta get my gas jugs and all too. But we'll haul them down the first day. This is Saturday. I'm gonna haul the sawmill first day. I would not make 2 trips and haul my edger and all if I was sawing, I would say, less than a couple weeks or something, because it's just so much stuff, so hard and all. I hope the logs are real good, and he's wanting like roughly 12 foot. I am hoping he's wanting 12-foot stuff. I don't know what he's really got or needs, but I hope it goes real good. I really don't want to be down there no longer than I have to. If I can be there a week or 2 weeks, I'd be fine. I'm hoping I can saw somewhere between 300 and 400 board foot an hour. And if so, a 10-hour day, that's 3,000 board foot. And if he's needing 30,000 board foot, that's 10 days. I'd rather do that. And I have, which I showed you in a video, I sawed almost 500 board foot by myself. And I'm hoping when we get set up, we can saw closer to 400 or 500 board foot an hour. And if so, we might be there a week. You know, 500 board foot an hour, 10 hours a day, that's 5,000 board foot. You take 10 days of that, that's 50,000 board foot. If you got a week, that's 25,000. He's wanting to build 2 houses. He's thinking he only needs about 30,000 board foot. But the plan is, I'm having to dodge mud holes, is we're gonna put the mill, I'm gonna stand here and operate. And I got a big roller bed. I'm gonna put it right here so it can roll off with 2 sawhorses. I'm gonna have a gap in it. Then I'm gonna have a 10-foot section, and I may have 2 10-foot sections. I ain't decided yet on how we're gonna do it, but we built these janky sawhorses yesterday. We just threw them together. They're crooked and all. I don't really care. Don't really matter to me. I just need them to hold up. This is my big roller bed. That's what I'm gonna put at the tongue right there. And then I'm gonna leave like a 2-foot gap, and I plan to put 2 of these roller beds side by side. And then they're 10 feet long. And after them, either I'm gonna put the edger, or I'm gonna put another 2 10-foot sections of it. I'm really thinking I'm just gonna have 10 foot, then it's gonna hit the edger, especially if he's only wanting like 12-foot material, because I can put these and they can roll down to the edger. And if he's getting like all 2x6s, we can roll the 2x6s off on that side, roll the slabs off on this side when they get down there, and he scoop it all up. Have you a 2 to 4 foot gap, which it's got tables we got to put back on it. A 2 to 4 foot gap right there, and that'll give the individual plenty of room to feed them in. Then we may have roller beds that go out the other side and do it, or we may not even have those roller beds, or we may end up putting roller beds beside it or it'd be on the other side because you wouldn't want it on this side because the end feed's over there. But do that so we can roll lumber down. So, you know, if we got 2x6s over here, 2x4s over, or in slabs over here, then have 2x4s over there and 2x6s or whatever, you know. I'm gonna take a picture and a video of it. Had to put my thing back on there. I'm gonna take a picture and a video and all of it whenever we get down there, get it all set up, and I'm gonna show you. If you got one of these EG100s, get you some of them boards. I will say, if business does real good and I make money, that 100 will probably be for sale in the next year or two, and I'll get a 200 or something like that, because it bogs. They need a bigger engine on it if they're going to run it as fast as they are. This engine is it's a 14. I thought it was a 15, but that 14, if you run 1.5 inch pine board through it, it bogs it down some kind of bad, and it needs like a 20 on it. If they had about a 20, it would run it. Either that or they got to slow the end feed down, because we edged all of that. That's all 1.5 scraps from 2x4s and 2x6s the other day, and it would just bog to no end. But yeah, I'm excited to go down there and work, and I'm also ready to get it over with, because it's about 1.5 hour drive one way, and you do that 5-6 days a week and you'll be tired. But yeah, I'm back in here in the morning, hook this Jewel up. That roller bed fits real good right there. It's plenty of wide. It's 4 foot wide, and it'll come to, it's 4 foot long. I think it comes to right in here about the tongue, so it don't stick out too far. I can still walk around, and when I have this swung around, I'm standing out here, so it does real good. Then I can shove all the lumber back off, and then I can grab it. Once I get it going back in the log, I can grab it, or my help can walk up there and grab it if they want to walk back and forth, and it'll be good on that. I have some more stuff down in the shop I got to get to. Got to get a fan, little generator, my umbrella, you know, all that stuff. Chains, chainsaws. But it takes a lot of equipment if you're going to saw a lot. This may turn into like a 1 week job, or it may be more. I told him it was probably going to be $10,000-$15,000 job, so I'm hoping that that's what it is. But anyways, we'll see you on the next video. Well, by the time this post, we'll probably already be about a week into sawing, and then I'll show you a video. I'm gonna shoot probably a small video tomorrow when I get down there and drop the mill of the logs and the place and everything. Probably won't be a lot of talking because he'll be down there and all that, and I'll just be talking to him and everything. But we'll get a video of that, and then I'll try to get a video and picture when we get done sawing and everything. But anyways, we'll see you on the next video. Y'all have a good, safe week. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, sorry about the wind. It's done picked up, getting ready to storm out here and all, looks like. I changed the oil in it, we cleaned the air filter, all that good stuff. I changed it at 208 hours. It had 245 on it. I'll run it 100 hours if I have to, or I forget, or something other like that, but I try to change the oil every 50 hours or so in there. Yes, I had some more hours, but I didn't want to go down there to that guy's place and have to change after 1 day of sawing. So I know it's going to be a big job. I'm going to do that. If it looks like we're going to be done within 60-70 hours, I probably won't change the oil. But if it looks like it's going to take 2 weeks, we're going to have 100 hours on it, I'll change the oil again at 50 hours. I mean, it just takes like 10W30 and an oil filter, so I buy it by the gallons, the oil. I'll buy the oil filters, 4 or 5, whatever they come at a time. So the oil filters are probably $5, $6 a piece maybe, and the oil's probably $5 to $8 a quart. It takes like 2 quarts. I'm just guesstimating. I don't really know. I just pour oil in until it gets to the full mark. Like I said, I get gallon jugs. But change your oil in your sawmill pretty regular. I use the high mileage oil. To me, it's got a little more of the additives to it to help the dino juice, but it'll prolong the life. Yes, it's sort of expensive, and yes, I know you can probably go 200 hours on an oil change, but I'm a very firm believer in changing oil. Like my tractors and all, I change them every year in the spring, or I try to. It's no exact time frame on it. I try to do it in March, April, May, when the weather's fairly nice. But these tractors may get 200 hours a year on them, and I don't run them hard. It's not like I'm bush hogging, baling hay or anything really anymore. They're most of the time at an idle, and they may have 200 hours a year on them. Most of the time they're closer to 100. It's a diesel, it's okay. So just change your oil regular. And this 4-wheeler here, I try to change it every year. I don't even know how many miles and all it's got on it. It has 3,000 miles on it, 797 hours. Ain't that? No, that's a mile. That's a trip. So it's got 616 hours. Ain't too bad. I've never reset it. That's why it says I'm over for an oil change or whatever. But I do it the same way. I don't drive this. I drive it now. We drive it from down there to up here, go feed animals and all that. This thing gets run more now than it has in a long time, but we probably fill the tank up on it every week or two. It gets like 4 miles to the gallon. So I mean, you put in 2 or 3 gallons, you're running, I don't know, 6 miles a week maybe, or it's sitting here idling. But a sawmill, if you run yours like mine, whenever it's cranked up running, about 90% of the hours it's on it, it is wide open sawing, because I engage the blade and it just stays running, even whenever I'm rolling the log or anything like that. The only time I disengage the blade is if I'm loading a log, or somebody's having to do something around the head up there, like we're pulling boards off, stacking, flipping we got 2 or 3 cants we cut at a time, having to cut it off or something other like that. But that's the only time I cut it off, because I'd rather wear out a blade, burn a little more gas, than I had to replace a clutch and all in it. So I just leave it running. I can't tell a difference. I don't think it shortens my blade life or anything like that. It may suck a little more gas. I mean, it sucks about 1.5 gallons an hour, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I forgot to add that in there. A little bit more on getting ready to go. Also, come up here a while ago, I put me a patio umbrella on here on these mobile jobs, and I've had a problem of them blowing out. So I took some 10 screws, like roofing screws, and screwed into my pipe, and I'm just gonna stick my umbrella on there. Also put that screw in there so I'd know to line it up with those red letters going down through there, or somewhat, so I can shoot it back in that pole again. And I won't be shooting a bunch of holes in my umbrella, making it weak. But I'll let you know how that goes. Hopefully it don't take lift when I'm down there like it did before. My blue one took off on the last mobile job and it broke it all to pieces. I'm gonna have to buy another one, but they're 25, 30 bucks, 40 bucks on Amazon, so it ain't a big deal. But anyways, we'll see you on the next video, unless I think of something else to come with. Have a good one. I was gonna make a short video this morning. None of my help showed up, but one of the landowners is already out here, but he's moving some stuff around. I'm gonna show you this big job we're doing. That's some of the logs. There's some, and there's some more on the other side of the sawmill. Show you how we're set up and all. There's some, and then that does pretty good. But all these logs are like 23 feet, and just get here and do some sawing and all, and do it the edger and all. We like having it sort of rounded like that because of work better if it was sort of in a straight line. But that dirt pile and everything there got in our way. But I sort of like it a little rounded. Be better if it was a little straighter, but it happens. And they wanted all of them over there for like stacking strips and stuff, them strips in that big pile. So we're doing what the landowner wants, and they're saving all these scrap pieces for on the barns and stuff too. So anyways, I may make another update here later on.